The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Langford up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Langford again. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Thomas. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weaver. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Mahomes now on first down.
Fires quickly to White. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Mahomes again. Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's long, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Thomas. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This is Thomas. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. That's Fountain. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They run with Thomas. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's second and a yard.
They'll set up to throw. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On second down now, it's Thomas.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side complete. That's long. Touchdown. A great play there. 66 yards.
And the Texans have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give to Langford up the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Thomas. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 7. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, the final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that's complete to Sanders.
And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Steps away to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets it down to the 32.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And now out comes Houston. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught by Fountain. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Thomas, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the...
He's got a man, complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Here's Mahomes.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Mahomes to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On second down now, it's Thomas. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.